Hey everyone, welcome to Men's Essentials. Duke Cannon makes this tactical scrubber that's kind of like a loofah, and Manscaped also makes this body buffer that's kind of like a loofah. And I've been using both of them at separate times over the last year. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys the negatives and the positives about each one of these, since they both basically have the same purpose, to help you lather up and wash your body. And then I'm going to let you guys know which one I prefer. So I want to start off by talking about the negatives of each one of these first. So the Manscaped body buffer, it's made from silicone, and on the website they say that it's got an ergonomic no slip handle. And that's only partially true, because even though maybe it is ergonomic, the body buffer does seem to slip out of my hands whenever I'm trying to wash my back or my neck. And it's actually pretty slippery. It's definitely not the easiest to hold. I think that they could have made this body buffer a little bit smaller. The exact length is 6.22 inches. I'm not sure why they made it so big, but I think it would have been better if it was even 1 inch smaller. And then the other negative thing that I can think of is that it takes a lot of body wash to actually get a good amount of lather going. I've tested this out with various body washes, like the thick one from Duke Cannon and the Manscaped Persevere body wash. I've tried it with that one too. It feels like it takes a lot of body wash to actually get a good amount of lather that's going to cover my whole body. I also tested it out with a Duke Cannon soap. I tried rubbing the soap onto the body buffer to see how long it would take to create lather. And it just seemed like I had to keep rubbing the soap into the body buffer for about a minute or longer before it seemed like the body buffer had enough soap loaded onto it to where I could get a lot of lather going to cover my whole body. So that's just one thing to know. If you do decide to buy this thing, probably end up using more of whatever body wash or soap that you have available. And now moving on to the Duke Cannon Tactical Scrubber. On their website, they mention that this equipment is engineered with a coarse mesh to scrub your hands and feet and a softer mesh for less rough areas. Now, the green part of this tactical scrubber is the one that has the rougher mesh. But to be honest with you, it's a little bit too coarse for me. It's really aggressive. I don't think anyone actually needs some mesh that's this aggressive on their bodies. They should have just kept the whole tactical scrubber with the same type of mesh that they use on the orange part of it. In my opinion, that's coarse and rough enough to, get all your dead skin cells off. So I don't ever actually even use that green side. And then the Duke Cannon bars of soap fit really tightly inside of this tactical scrubber when you first put them in there. It's so tight that it's a little bit difficult to get some friction in between the soap and the scrubber itself so that you can create lather. So it does take a little bit longer than you'd expect to make some lather with this one too. And those are the basic negative things that I can think of with each one of these products. So one of the best things about the Manscaped body buffer are the tiny silicone bristles all over the body buffer. They feel incredible on your body. The silicone bristles feel a million times better than any loofah I've ever tried, or any washcloth. The whole body buffer is really flexible too, so it'll be easy to wash every part of your body. And it's got a notch at the top of the body buffer, so it makes it easy to hang, on a hook in your shower. And once you finally get the lather going, it's gonna feel like you have lather for a long time. It doesn't, wash away easily. And it'll actually be pretty easy to get a lot of lather all over your body and just, scrub your body down with this body buffer. And Manscaped does mention that the silicone is 100% antibacterial food grade. And that's another good thing about this thing. Unlike a loofah or a washcloth that you have to wash, or switch out every few weeks, I haven't noticed anything like mildew or anything gross looking on the body buffer itself. I try to rinse it off really well after every time I use it. It does seem to stay clean and not hold on to any gross, mildew or scum. So that's another good thing. Now guys, I'm going to tell you about some positives about the Buchanan Tactical Scrubber, but first please like and subscribe to my channel guys. I make videos about men's essential products and accessories, things like Dr. Squatch and Buchanan, watches, sunglasses, just anything else that I think is an essential item for men. Now, moving on to the good things that I like about the Tactical Scrubber from Buchanan. So with Buchanan soaps, it's already pretty impressive how long they last. This Tactical Scrubber, I feel like it actually makes those Buchanan soaps last even longer. Once you get a good amount of lather going, it's gonna seem like it's a lot, and you're gonna be able to wash your whole body with the lather that you get from this Tactical Scrubber. The soap that I've been using in the Tactical Scrubber is the Big Bandit soap, and this is the one that they launched right before the 4th of July. And it's actually still inside of this Tactical Scrubber. It's getting pretty small now, but it's still really impressive how long I've had it in there. So one of the best things about this is, if you don't want to be buying soap that often, this is something you're going to want. It's definitely going to make your Buchanan soaps last longer, and any other soap that you have, even Dr. Squatch soaps, they're going to fit inside of this thing and it'll work really well with those. And then the orange side of the mesh, I know I said that the green side was just too coarse for me, but the orange side is just perfect. It's honestly soft enough to where you can feel like you're getting good exfoliation on your skin, and it does a good job of creating lather. Once you're finally able to create lather, it does a really good job. It feels really nice, so no complaints with the orange side of the mesh. And then this one has, some paracord. They mention on the website it's 550 mil-spec paracord that keeps your large soap off the ground. So yeah, you can hang it up on a hook. I have individual video reviews about each one of these on my channel, so go to my channel page if you want to see an in-depth video about what I think about each one of these. Now, after having said all of that, if I had to make a choice in between one of these two, this is actually a really hard decision because I really like both of them. But if I had to pick one, I would go with the Manscaped Body Buffer. And the main reason is because of how amazingly soft those silicone bristles are. I can honestly say they just feel amazing in the shower. They're super soft and they feel really good. I've never felt anything else like that, right? Like all the loofahs I've had before are just really rough and not very comfortable when you use them in the shower. They get gross quickly. This thing stays clean. It feels amazing. But that's my main reason as to why I would pick the Body Buffer. When you shower daily, it's just really nice to have a really good tool like this one that's gonna elevate your shower experience. So I'm all for the Manscaped Body Buffer. So hopefully this video helps you guys. If you were thinking about buying one of these and you weren't sure which one, I hope that this helps. Leave some comments and let me know what you think about each one of these if you've tried them. Just remember to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Talk to you next time.